Man, Rex.
Rex was always kind and professional.
Rex was a professional's professional.
He was the consummate professional.
Calm demeanor and very professional.
I had the utmost respect for his professional opinion.
But he just had a confidence about him. He knew his stuff.
And Rex has always been the ultimate team player.
I called Rex Call the hardest working man in show business.
And Rex was here twice.
He was at DePauw in the early 80s.
He was such a staple and had been here for so many years.
Rex was a Lone Ranger.
He was the athletic training.
We were getting a guy who had tremendous national footprint. He had been at Pitt, he'd been the head trainer at Pitt, he was on his way to what was then the Houston Oilers, and it was just this big deal.
That dude is one of a kind.
When Rex came back, he was still the Lone Ranger.
People who had known him before were very excited to have him back. Rex was the pioneers of kind of the expansion of our sports medicine here at DePauw.
He was overseeing all the other student trainers, and he was teaching kinesiology classes, not to mention all the work that he had to do balancing insurance claims and all the stuff that goes into this job now.
He began to reach across campus and build the inroads with the health service at the time. He was the one who began to push for more trainers. He was the one who began to push for documentation. And that's what I really remember about Rex, is this guy that took a very good sports medicine program at the time, but really had a vision for what it could become and what it has become today.
If you look at our athletic training program now at DePauw, you know that Rex built that. Single-handedly, he built that to what we are now.
When I was the athletic director, Rex would come in and talk to me about things that we needed to do, which were not things that we had to do.
It's who Rex is. I got to see that kind of care and concern and professionalism as a coworker. I got to see that as he mentored his staff, and then got to also see that as he treated generation after generation of student athletes that came through DePauw.
You just don't see people who are as dedicated to their profession as he was.
He cared about the athlete, he cared about the coach, he cared about the team. And so I loved working with Rex. I think he really left his mark on so many teams and so many athletes.
The way he interacted with the athletes, the way he interacted with the staff, the way he interacted with the coaches, everything was professional.
Brett Baer down on the sidelines, things going well for the Tigers. Let's take it to Brett and see how he's doing.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm here with Rex Call, the head athletic trainer. We're talking about the defense. Al Hackbarth had a serious injury to his knee. Paul Bickle with his finger. They seem to be doing fine now.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with both players at this point. Al's mobility is good out on the field, and Paul's having no problems at defensive back.
Let's hope nothing else happens. Thanks, Rex.
This guy is unbelievable. Whatever DePauw's paying him, it's not enough.
And he always knew to go with his gut, and his gut was almost always right.
I remember watching him deal with some pretty serious, horrific injuries, and there was just a calm about him.
I never, ever saw him freak out.
He was never going to panic. He was going to find a way to make it work.
I thought we were always the healthiest team at the end of the year, and that's thanks in large part to Rex.
But you know, Rex, for all his work here, always had his family, always had his kids around him, always had Carol.
That's such an important part of his life, and it's in athletics and some of these roles. Sometimes it's really hard to balance those things.
You know, everybody talks about it as an athletic trainer. I think sometimes it gets lost that Rex is from Greencastle. He's from Putnam County. The community took a lot of pride in Rex being one of their own and achieving at a level, not just at the university, but nationally within the organization for athletic training.
So the day that Rex came in and talked to me about him retiring, I think I was happy for him, but at the same time, a little stressed, I would say, on my part, not knowing what that meant for us.
I really felt there was a time when if anything would have happened to him, this whole place would have fallen apart.
It changes the dynamic of the whole sports medicine department.
He has been just an icon and an amazing colleague, and tremendously talented at what he does.
I have the utmost respect for what he did.
I'd say Rex Call has been a great role model and inspiration in my life.
The road trips in the SCAC will always be memorable because I got to share them with him.
He's a genuine guy that cares about everyone. He cares about his staff, He cared about relationships in his personal life with his kids and his wife and his grandkids, but also professionally. He was very well connected in the state of Indiana and the country.
Rex was a wonderful teammate for all of us here at DePauw.
And I still say at times, like, I tell him all the time, you can come back anytime you want.